and pictures are being beamed across the world, not just through mainstream media, but through social media as well. So I think that has given some element of restraint over the last 24 hours to the Taliban. But the fact of the matter is, as they say, the proof of the pudding is in its eating, and that would pan out over a period of a week or a fortnight once Taliban is properly established. They have established their grip over power in Kabul. Remember, as yet, they have only captured or usurped power after the meltaway of the Kabul regime, which was internationally backed. But then they are yet to formally take over governance. So once they get that,
Abhishek,
and then they put in place the governance infrastructure, then only we would know how the Taliban are going to behave.
Abhishek, some breaking news are actually coming in right now, and I want you to speak over those images that are coming on. This is exactly what many feared of the rule of law being thrown out of the window. That's exactly how Taliban has operated in the past also. Talking about the images that we have right now, viewers, what you're seeing right now, these are images from just outside the Kabul International Airport. Republic crew member based in Kabul has now confirmed that 80 people, 80 Afghans have been arrested by the Taliban. Taliban calls them thieves, and that's the reason why they have been arrested. That's the image on your screen. Abhishek, that's the big fear. In the days to come, rule of law would not matter.
Well, Shawan, the Humvee that the Taliban are now riding, they belong to the Americans. So in that case, do the Taliban become thieves? Having said that, what is important is that it's an interpretation of Islam that Taliban practices, under which thievery, for example, is seen as a very serious crime for which they cut the hands. Now, if they start with these kind of pictures where if the 80 people have to suffer that kind of criminal law, and then obviously Taliban have not changed. So what Sheikh Rashid was saying, the Pakistani Interior Minister about the new Taliban, that does not hold, and this is just perhaps the beginning of that.
Abhishek, I'll request you to stay on, and it would be great if we can get you live also in a short while from now. But I'll let you also get more details. But meanwhile, let me also bring in Abhijit Mitra, who's joining us on this broadcast. Abhijit, thank you very much. I've also been following your tweets very closely, and I've seen that you've put out some details of what's really happening. Abhijit, I'm not very sure whether you're being able to see the images that we are broadcasting right now, and they are very important. They are significant to say, because on the one hand, you've had Taliban spokespersons going on various international channels and saying that, look here, we are a different Taliban altogether. We are going to respect the rights of every individual in Kabul. But there is a flip side to it. What we have seen over the last 24 to 48 hours. First, they said they will not enter Kabul. Second, they said they will not forcefully take over the government. Third, they said they will allow every citizen in Kabul to have a normal life. All of that now being thrown out of the window within a span of 24 to 48 hours.
I wouldn't agree with that. Remember, in Kabul, I had my phone stolen twice. So, if these people are thieves, in fact, one of the complaints you get very regularly in Kabul is that the police doesn't do damn all, right? They're mostly focused on counterinsurgency. There's absolutely no controlling of either violent crime within or thieves here. So this might be a completely different PR kind of exercise, where they're actually showing you visuals of people that they've arrested to say, well, now that we've come in, there is going to be no more thievery and robbery that you experienced in day-to-day life and things like that, number one. Number two, there is also the part here which you have to remember, that they have mostly stuck to what they told the Afghan government. They don't seem to have entered Kabul in particularly large numbers, in the sense, the visuals from the airport, the horrifying visuals we're seeing, that's only part of the picture. Even Kabulwalas don't seem to realize what numbers are piling up at the airport. We've been looking at satellite imagery. There's literally around 3 to 4 lakh people that we can count. I mean, it's a rough estimate, 3 to 4 lakh people in concentric circles around Kabul airport. And the Taliban definitely aren't trying to control that crowd. They're not trying to prevent people from leaving either. It's a different matter that those people have not been able to find anything to leave any aircraft to fly them out of Kabul. So again, let's wait and watch, because this seems to be a very coordinated takeover by, it's not, it seems like a collapse from the outside, but from everything we're seeing that we're able to piece together, it seems like a choreographed ballet between the Ghani government and the Taliban.
Abhijit, I'll request you to stay on with us. I need to take a short break. On the other side, we have also more reports coming in from Kabul, which I would like to discuss with you. Put this into perspective. What does